Okay, Lala, it's really important that you get all of this down. 1, because I will forget the plan. And 2, for the sacred texts. We have a lot of allies. That's good. Hooray, friendship. I think we should send the tarrasques in first, because those guys, they can handle anything. They can reheal. They're big. It's cool. I think after the tarrasques, the next best idea would be to send out the dragons in different flanks, whatever. Ooh, steak. Sorry, I'm hungry. Why am I always hungry? Why is that this character's trait? Anyways, what's a character? After we get the tarrasques and the dragons in, I don't know, we can send the other allies in whatever order. I think it'll be fine. I trust objectivists, I trust subjectivists, I trust that they have the illicits handled. I don't trust everybody. I haven't met them all. But I digress. Formations, yeah, we're gonna do good, and I am not stressed about this at all. Speaking of which, Lala, if this doesn't go as planned, make sure you send this back to Ada so she can tell the next Sasha. Which is a really weird headspace to be in, thinking about how I might die. But it's fine, it'll be fine. There'll be other Sashas, and we'll fix it. It's great. Okay. Good war meeting? Yeah, good war meeting.
And the sky up above, and think, what am I made of? Am I full of sorrow? Am I hurt and pain? Or am I filled with love? I stare at the stars and the sky above, and think, what am I made of?
I do not appreciate the millennials here trying to lay claim to wanting to be dead, okay? Generation X wanted to be dead long before any of you came along.
Yeah, but you want ironic death.
I know, but we're more open about it.
That's true. We were not earnest in our desire.
We weren't quiet about our desire to die.
So to get hyped for this episode, I listened to the same Beastie Boys song 3 times, and then MacArthur Park by Donna Summer, so...
So last we left this adventure, it's final battle time. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you fly into battle? Because then it's too late.
We win. I've decided.
The point of no return. Win or lose, live or die.
I like Lauren's plan. Before we go do the final fight, can we win?
Yeah.
I hadn't considered that. Let me roll to win. 16, you lose.
No.
Well, sometimes it'd be like that.
I'm gonna eat my babish
Hey,
cake.
how many rerolls do I need to use to turn that into a yes, we win?
Oh, boy. What, Lauren, what'd you say?
I'm gonna eat my babish cake.
Yeah, everyone can be at full health from rolling hit dice, presumably, but the cake will recharge your conduit if you need to. Big Star actually doesn't recharge his, so that can just be for his spell slots.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the important
it needs it for
question,
all.
what action is it to use cake?
It's an interaction. Actually, the player's handbook specifically says something about putting something in your mouth as one of the examples
All
of
right,
interaction.
what if I'm not really taking my time? What if I'm just kind of smashing this cake into a ball and then just throwing it in, and we're just gonna see what happens?
That is how I normally eat.
Can
Like a
can I
cake
get it like a
pop.
bonus action then?
Well, bonus action is more than an interaction, so you'd be slowing yourself down for some reason.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to do anything. I can just shove shit in. Nobody needs to know.
Yeah, I'm saving my cake because I'm still halfway through the exhaustion table, which means I can be a little bit reckless with exhaustions and then pop the cake and be back to normal.
Strictly rules as written, I think you could technically eat every 6 seconds. I don't think there's anything stopping you from just constantly being eating.
Yeah, but what about in the game? What can I do?
Good joke.
So I wonder what the Nathan's hot dog eating contest would look like in the context of Dungeons and Dragons by those rules.
Raccoon people would win.
Can I tangent this off?
Never.
I'm just going
Now?
to. Did you ever watch the Nathan's hot dog competition where Joey Chestnut first won?
No.
It is glamorous because the only reason to watch it is for the live commentators who talked Joey Chestnut up like he was the greatest hero to American athletics ever. They're like, tomorrow morning, you're going to look inside a history book. You're going to see Abraham Lincoln. You're going to see George Washington. And you're going to see Joey Chestnut under the names of American heroes. And I was like, chill out, dude. It's a hot dog contest. And fucking go to the island.
So Austin, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Can you recap for us like the basics of like who in our like collection of people has done and is currently doing what, so we know if we've got anyone currently unallocated that we could maybe do shit with?
Interacting with objects around you. This is page 190 of the player's handbook. Here are a few examples of the sorts of things you can do in tandem with your movement and action. Draw or sheath a sword. Open or close a door. Stuff some food into your mouth is like literally on this list. So they thought of this
Did
specifically.
they think of it
Okay.
by assuming it was going to be magical cake prepared to us by a bug man who speaks like Jeff Goldblum?
I think it's implied.
Okay.
And where do enemas fall on this list?
Oh, it's definitely on there if you look hard enough. So
I feel like that requires a little more time.
magic, baby.
But yeah, so we've got our squid family back.
So before the credits music this week, I've already explained to the audience everything that happened. So there's going to be like a kind of a long monologue about the battle, so I didn't waste your time this week because I knew we were going to start 20 minutes late, as we always do. So if you want to talk to somebody, you can talk now, but everybody's going into battle. They don't need your explicit direction. I mean, you're not even in charge. Volhard's in charge because you are the heroes, but you have not fictionally established why you would be in charge of the military forces. You're basically a weapon.
I would like to hug my children. Very hard. I'll squeeze them. They're gonna be like, Mom, no. I'm gonna be like, my boys.
I enjoy a hug.
He's little now, so I can snuggle him like a kitten.
It's like a pinch of weakness.
It is a pinch of weakness.
Anybody else would like a hug? I am large.
I do enjoy hugs. Give me a hug.
Okay, I think right before the battle, Objectivist in his giant Snallygaster form that makes a big circle and forces everyone to get in the middle and slowly constricts everyone into a bone-crushing hug.
Like a fucking boa constrictor.
I want to talk to Half Thor Grunderson.
Hello, Big Star.
Finally, somebody talks to him.
Oh, I have so much backstory, Big Star. This is a whole character I've been developing all season, and no one's ever asked me.
Yeah, just tell me what your fucking conduit is, and then I'm out of here.
Oh man, I really thought we were gonna get to the end of the season without anybody asking. That was gonna be something I dunked on everyone for in the after show.
No, I do want to talk to Half Thor Grunderson because I'm assuming that the Snallygaster is going into battle as well,
Everyone.
or the Shuknoko rather.
The Tsuchinoko's going in. Yep.
So I want to talk to him about his preparation for it.
Well,
He's the closest thing that the ship has to like a war veteran. So
Big Star as well.
well, that's what I mean. That's why Big Star's going to talk to him because Big Star's not into this hugging stuff. That's nonsense. He wants to talk shop
You have no choice.
about how to smash paste people.
As Objectivist closes in around you guys are trying to talk before the hug comes. He tells you that everyone's going in, but only the greater Dane can actually kill any of these things. So everyone else in the fight is basically a meat shield / distraction because the Maxwells can't use tactics. They don't have brains. So they're just going to attack whatever in front of them. So everyone here, the dragons, the illithids, the solitaire, the Caravellas are flying into battle basically to draw as much aggro as possible so that the greatest Dane can fly up and cut the chain of the Marauder. Once that happens, hopefully Cassius will show up and then you can cut his chain and then you win. But everyone else here is just basically laying down their lives to give you that shot. So his plan is to get in there and cause as much chaos as possible. Just be a target, and you can slow them down by smashing them apart. So they're going to be firing, obviously, but there's not really that much finesse to it.
Was this where you thought you end up when you first started pilot school?
I feel like me and all my compadres at the flight school assumed we would die on the battlefield sometime in the last Illithid War. So all of this is just extra credit, It's just gravy on all the accomplishments we racked up back then. So
working off of borrowed time, I like the feeling, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So, I know it's considered taboo for a lot of guys, but do you have plans after this?
Oh, you want to see the picture of my family I have waiting back home? That's an extremely good thing to do before going into battle.
That's what I like to do, Buck trends.
He pulls out his wallet and shows you pictures of his family, and it's just everybody on the Tsuchinoko. And he's like, this is Objectivist, and this is Sasha, and this is Liamoira, and this is Dregg.
Dreggery, if you will.
That's really sweet. Oh,
I like you. We've never actually... We never actually, I don't think I heard before. What is your conduit?
Oh, you're going to be really disappointed. It's not exciting. I'm the conduit of ships.
That's actually extremely cool. What does that do?
I'm really good at... I'm good at flying ships. I really can't believe you're doing this to me right now. In front of everyone.
It feels like maybe you could at some point then parlay that into, all ships come under my control, like a shipomancer or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking maybe parlaying it into a fan fiction career after this, I could be the conduit of shipping.
Oh, well, it's fine too, Someone's got to do something with Tumblr nowadays.
what's your backstory?
If we survive this, I'm buying Tumblr. It's decided.
Bring the porn back!
All I ask is that you put the porn back.
Anything for you, Chief.
And then we have one of the we do that JPEG of the two hands holding that's normally just used for agreement.
Yep.
But yeah, we do that.
So Sasha hugs her sons. Big Star finally talks to Half Thor. Anybody?
I've been waiting for a point when it would work. He's always been doing something else. We were two ships passing by in the night every downtime scene, basically.
I did not think he would live this long. If you guys had gone to the Pel 3 second and gone to Compassion first, he would have been dead by the time you got there. And then later, I thought he was going to die fighting Invicta. So the fact that he's made it this far is a fucking miracle.
Well, he's gonna join. He's gonna be with us forever.
All right. Anybody else?
Make sure you clip that out for the start of the episode. So it's like an HBO series where you're like they brought that up. That means it's gonna be relevant. He's dead as shit.
Captain Melbeck's gonna go to Akira before this and just simply say, so no matter win or lose, I'm gonna be thinking about that little slice of quiet and suburbia. And that's going to be in my mind no matter what happens, so...
Look at my little arm. Look at my little arm.
I know, your little arm. I know.
She's a full-size dragon, but one of her arms is smaller than the other.
Look, you've convinced me to do a little slice of suburbia. At least let me get to Playhouse.
That's a deal. I'm going to try to keep as many people alive so there's something to do after this. So...
Yeah. Yourself included. Don't do the whole heroic sacrifice thing. You come back as well.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely going to heroically sacrifice at every opportunity because I can just regrow, so...
Yeah, but, heroically sacrifice bits of you, not all of you. You only got so many arms that can be itty-bitty arms.
What if she gets completely dismembered and after this she has a regular body and nothing but tiny limbs?
Oh, I love that.
I'd be super okay with that. It's an adorable
I've ruined
image.
the reveal. Okay, so actually, she's a big dragon. So I think she tries to hug you too, and it's also there's just a lot of people getting hugged by giant dragons.
That's good.
Yeah, this is chill. I'm good with this.
Okay, so Dregg's gonna go visit Babish.
I love this bromance. Oh boy. Dregg, it's funny to see you here. I'd assume in your maybe final moments, you'd want to say goodbye to the Caravellas, but hey.
They'll survive. You will most likely be dead.
Yeah, well, we're not a particularly long-lived species, and my fighting prowess, let's say minimal. Did you come for a recipe, or just want to talk to me because you think I'm going to be the only person who dies?
Not only,
Okay.
but of the people I expect to die. I want you to know, you were my favorite.
Of the people who are going to die, he's your favorite. I love Dregg. What an MVP for sure. Oh my god, okay, I actually do want to give Dregg something from Babish, because Babish is just going to be on the ship during this, so he's not going to have a lot of time to shine. Alright, final thing before the final fight. Can someone think of a cool thing Babish could make for Dregg? A recipe he could have been working on during this last arc.
Like a Mario mushroom.
Chili Amulet.
He embiggens.
Well, a Big Star can embiggen anyone.
That's true.
You said Chili Amulet. Mm-hmm. Do you want to expand on that, or you just like the phrase chili?
So it's an amulet with like a clear case middle filled with chili.
No.
And it gives Dregg fire powers.
Does he get like Guy Fieri shorts?
As much as I like that, he has paladin powers, which make him have fiery fists, and you also earlier gave him one of your artificer things he hasn't used yet, which gives him spiritual weapons. So he has multiple ways to set himself on fire already.
Oh, then he can throw the chili amulet and it explodes like a small nuclear blast.
Like a grenade!
No, small nuclear blast. This is really hot chili.
I just really like grenades.
Dregg, I think, has the most HP of anyone in the party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe something so he can share his HP with his friends.
Ooh, or one that takes his HP down so he has 69.
Nice.
It's up to you, Conrad. Do you want a nuclear bomb necklace?
Sure, a nuclear bomb necklace sounds delightful.
Okay, the chili amulet.
What could go wrong?
Can we all acknowledge that this is basically going to feel exactly like the Mass Effect 2 team heading into that, like, I forget the name of it, Harbinger, to do the suicide mission, and 100% Babish is the fucking Morden of this group, who's going to have statistically the greatest odds of dying. So no matter how perfectly you do your run, if you don't fucking send him to take the other team back, the little asshole's going to die.
Yeah, but also, like, when we save the world, he'll be there singing his song as he sort of burns away, and it's like, he was the true hero all along.
Chris, you act like people have been referencing Mass Effect all season long, since, like, literally the beginning.
I know, I'm just saying, in this moment, this is what I'm feeling.
Okay.
So if an opportunity comes up, we need to get civilians back to safety. We send Babish to lead them.
Okay. The civilians are getting as far away as possible. The audience already has heard how the battle starts. But for all of you, on the horizon, the Marauder is heading towards the end of the continent, and it will go into the sea, where its poison will irrevocably destroy the ecosystem of this planet.
That is extremely rude.
The breathable oxygen will be irrecoverable once the ocean's life is destroyed, because most oxygen comes from plankton and algae and so forth. Sea life, actually. So if the Marauder gets to the sea, Gloria is destroyed. So there's kind of a time limit. It's hard to see the Marauder, actually, because of this thick cloud of choking poison. But that isn't your first concern, because there's just wave after wave of kaiju and slasher coming. And so the battle begins. The tarrasques go in first. They can recover from basically any wound. And so they just go like bulldozers, just running through the front lines, not stopping until they reach the primary. The dragons fly overhead, cutting strategic swaths through them with their breath weapons. The Caravellas and the solitaire fleets do what they can in their ships, although their weapons aren't super effective. And then behind them, the Tsuchinoko and all of your mechs fly in, and they're going to make the precision strikes to end this. Do you want to form the greatest dane now, or do you want to wait?
I feel like we should wait because we've got, what, 2?
We only
Get
have
in
2.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need them both.
All right. So let's roll initiative.
I have +3, so I'll take a 20.
All right, the battle's begun. You're on the light side of Gloria, but it looks dark because the sun is blotted out by the poison. So it's this nighttime battle for the fate of the planet. And Sasha, you're in first with the Shiba Inu. You would have to fight through waves of kaiju. Under some circumstances, however, you have plenty of allies. So the first wave is broken by the tarrasques, the second by the dragons, the third by the Caravellas, the fourth by the solitaire. You have so many allies here. I mean, actually, I have a list.
Toss the witchlight in there.
Let's actually establish. Dregg has the flails of Gorfanax.
Right.
Who has the pants? Sasha?
I would think Sasha would probably have the
Yeah.
pants.
Okay, you have the pants, but you're in the mech, so you can deploy them if you want, but you will lose the pants. Which is it's a good sentence. I agree, Conrad.
I mean, we can just Dregg can pick the witchlight back up and take them back to the shitty planet. It's cool. I would like to deploy the pants.
All right, so the Shiba Inu flies forward and drops the witchlight into the biggest mass of Maxwells, and it begins devouring through them, really disassembling them. But
I hope he's having fun.
so that's going to break another line. I actually have the list here of your allies. We have the Tsuchinoko, Volhard, Pearl, who's driving the Man of War. We have the Illithid fleet. We have Objectivus. We have Akira. We have Sigrid. We have the Tarrasques, and we have the Solitaire army. So that's 9. Basically levels that you would have had to fight through that you don't. And then the 10th is now the Witchlight, who I'm going to put on the board. And that's the entire battle to the primary you've already solved in one turn.
Dope.
Hey, listen, every choice in Dice Funk has consequences. Usually they're bad and I fuck you, but sometimes they're good. And you needed 10 allies to get through the first fight, so...
Hell yeah.
All right, so the Shiba Inu's leading the charge. It is actually Big Star's turn, but rather than just fighting through nameless people, let's get to the next stage of the fight. There's this huge cloud of poison surrounding the Marauder, the slug that is eating this planet, and hovering in front of the poison, as if guarding it, is a kaiju mech.
I'm just checking. You said mech, as in
it's a fleshy mech.
Just a kaiju, basically, but it's an actual mech.
Good question.
What does the mech look like?
You want to roll perception to look at this thing because it's not mindlessly attacking. It's floating silently in a way that.
What if I use a history check to identify?
You heard me. You heard me.
I had to take a dump stat somewhere. It's for fucking wisdom. God damn it. 11.
11's pretty good. So you notice that that this kaiju is not attacking like the others, which sets it apart. And B, it has a head, unlike all the other ones. This is the only kaiju you've ever seen that has a head. The other ones kind of have a stump at the shoulders.
I want to try to hail the mech.
All right, Big Star, you fly up and you hail the mech. What do you say?
You listen here, you're only gonna get one option here right now with the shit that's about to happen. I need whoever is piloting this mech to respond, or I'm opening fire in 3, 2.
I'm gonna wait.
You get a response. Somebody from, the pilot of the mech says, "You can't kill what's already dead."
We're gonna see about that.
Oh, that bitch.
And then your screen lights up and you see the pilot of the mech, Elizabeth Bohr, the Kuatoa tiger shark.
We have not seen them in a while.
Nope, she was arrested at the end of the Compassion arc and thrown into Terminator prison, which had the primary roll over it.
So potentially all of the Invicta members we arrested could be there. I think most of them were killed.
Uh-huh.
But...
Big Star's putting it together.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, he's not the only one putting it together.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, I guess Big Star doesn't actively know what Elizabeth does.
Well, she has mostly clashed with Captain Melbeck specifically. She seems to be the dice seem to be have guiding her fate to screwing you over in specific. Big Star, you don't really have a history with her.
Yeah, I know. Part of me is like, well, if this were a battle shonen, this is when Melbeck shows up to be like, I'll take this fight, and I fly off to my relevant enemy of interest. But I am right
Don't
here,
worry.
so
It's my turn next, and I have an idea for if I have to fight this particular character.
So I want to say that the head of this biological mech, this slug mech, is a tiger shark. Now that you're close enough to see it, it has just the most disgusting mouth of fucked up teeth you've ever seen. Just like row after row, like in a way that it wouldn't, if it was an actual creature, it wouldn't actually be able to eat because it has like teeth on the roof of its mouth and like under its tongue and stuff. It's just like biologically not even useful, the amount of teeth it has, but that's kind of signifying that this one is piloted. It's not mindless. And Elizabeth's in the fleshy cockpit. She has all of the tendrils that normally go under the fingernails just like protruding from her all over her skin.
Okay.
She's like fully hooked up to it. And she says, I'm glad there are people like you. Someone needs to pick up the pieces after we're done here.
You say it as though you're expecting to lose.
I'm expecting to do my part. I promised my brothers in arms that I would wipe out all the illithids. Cassius is gonna do it. And then, what comes next has nothing to do with me. I wish you luck then. You should leave now.
There's no reason to throw your life away on this.
And Big Star's actually like, you could see that his cannon was charged before, and he's kind of like it's like cooled off, and I'm essentially abdicating taking any action this turn. I'm not going to fire on her.
So it is now Captain Melbeck's turn. You see Big Star talking to Elizabeth, who every time you've ever fought her, she basically has told you about her beliefs and history, and no one has ever really made an attempt to engage with that. So she is not going to flip. She has made her decision. She's going to help Cassius kill as many illithids as possible. There's an alternate version of this where maybe you had done some work there, but she's not backing down from her beliefs. But I just want to get it clear that she's not like, hey, now time for the murder.
No, that's fair, and I'm going to do my very best to, at the very least, slow her down and prevent her from doing too much damage. I'm going to use a spell I've not used yet this campaign. I'm going to use Conjure Animals.
Oh, shit. What kind of animals?
Okay, so I've got a couple of options. I'm going to do one challenge rating 2 beast, and I'm going to summon a white dragon wormling.
Oh my goodness. So normally if we were playing a table, I would make Laura have like a whole sheet for all these stats and stuff.
Oh, I've got a sheet with these stats up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can take care of that for you if you want, but if you want to do the math,
it's entirely up to you. But I have like the HP and the stats, and I have the stuff here.
All right, knock yourself out, Captain Melbeck. You're in your Saint Bernard, and you fire some. What do? You just like rip a hole in space, and a white dragon comes out.
Yeah, I use my like. I think my Saint Bernard had a energy sword at some point. I just sort of cut a hole in reality, and out comes this white dragon.
Hell yeah! So wormling means baby, but I think for dramatic purposes, it's big enough to like face down a mech without him instantly getting shredded.
Is it like Fat Yoshi babies, where they're bigger than the regular ones?
Oh my god! If you've never seen a baby Yoshi, please Google baby Yoshi. They're so much bigger than regular Yoshis, it makes no sense. But yeah, Captain Melbeck, that's your action, I believe?
Yes, and then I believe I have to do initiative for the white dragon so that they get a turn.
Yeah, we can put him at your turn, or we can give him his own initiative.
Okay, I'm up for putting them in my turn, so I'm gonna use Cold Breath. So you've got to do a Constitution saving throw.
Wormling is such a delightful word.
It is. I rolled a 20, so that's gonna save pretty much no matter what.
You save, that means you take half damage. But it's still 5d8. So 5d8 halved.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's not great. That's about 5.
All right, so you spray some. So the white dragon does frosty breath on the side of Elizabeth's mech. It doesn't have its own name because it's not actually a manufactured model. It's a kaiju that has kind of taken on her aspect to it. So I'm just gonna say you spray ice at Elizabeth, and it is now Dregg's turn.
Okay. Now, is Elizabeth the only major target in the vicinity? The Tsuchinoko could continue on its route.
So Elizabeth is guarding the poison cloud that you need to get to cut the chain. The Tsuchinoko could go on ahead, but it can't cut chain, so it would literally just be inside the poison cloud being eroded for no reason.
Whether we could just bisect this a little bit. But all right, then... Well, I mean, at least there's a body in there to hit.
Small miracle.
Let's just do a straight up attack, because that's what Dregg do. First attack is 21.
Hit.
Second attack's an 11.
Miss.
Okay. And we will juice that.
I got the juice. Juice. Never heard Chance song Juice?
20 damage.
Nice. So Dregg flies up in the Mastiff and just punches Elizabeth in the chest, and her mech flies back a little bit. You've fought her twice now, and neither time has she physically posed that much of an issue for you. What she usually does is what she's going to do now. She summons an elemental. First, it was a blood elemental out of the giant flying whales in Hypatia.
That's where I know her from.
Christ almighty, Conrad. The second time was the water elementals inside of Compassion, and now she's going to summon a grief elemental.
Suck my dick.
a giant, like as in a titanic humanoid made from her pure grief. It looks like mostly out of like blue fire and bits of the environment that get kind of sucked up in its vortex. It's almost armored by the dying planet itself, but a giant titan emerges from behind her as a simple melody plays from her cockpit. You actually, if Big Star, if you're still on the video call with her, you see she still has her seashell horn or trumpet. It's just literally a seashell she blows into to summon this elemental. And that is her action. And then she's going to activate her conduit. Everyone make charisma saving throws. Lowest loses their turn to the conduit of peace.
Everybody gets +4.
Oh, God.
Which means nobody gets +4.
Jesus. Well, goodbye, guys.
18.
I rolled a 14.
See, I kind of wish that I'd failed because my dragon could still take a turn.
23.
22.
Big Star is going to lose his turn. He's
Now.
standing there.
Question.
Answer.
Does Courage lose his turn?
Oh.
No.
I was gonna ask, yeah.
Yeah. Courage is attached to the Airbud Norbert.
Yeah.
Like he
I was gonna explain that there's like a giant electromagnet tether, so he can launch himself into fucking space or whatever and still pull back.
Like a leash?
But yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's well like
Yeah.
an electric leash.
Oh, my God, because he's a dog.
Right, yeah.
That's extremely good. Sasha, it's your turn.
I hate this lady. I think I'd like to try and explode her.
All right, remember there's an elemental here too.
Oh, let me hit that guy first. With, just gonna throw a little shatter in there.
You can hit both.
I can hit both? Yeah. Fuck them up. Constitution saving throws, my bitches.
Eat a dick. I don't know why our stats are this good. 11. Shit.
Suck a dick!
Fuck.
Is that for both of them?
Yeah.
19 damage.
So Sasha, you use Shatter to blast Elizabeth and her elemental.
Oh, yeah.
Big Star, it's your turn. Your weapon systems are not responding, but Courage is here and you control him. So,
Well, I mean, fuck it. I'm gonna try to attack the shit out of Elizabeth, or yeah, that's her name. I'm gonna fight Elizabeth because the general philosophy in all RPGs is if she's just gonna summon it and just kill the summoner, and then you're done. So
that is how it works.
13 is a miss, though, I believe.
On her, yep.
Yep. Well, I tried.
All right, so Courage is on a leash. He leaps out with his claws and she dodges.
Yeah, and he will spin around orbit a little bit before retracting back slowly.
Like a yo-yo?
We're not in space.
No, but that's just how this works.
Okay, cool. Captain Melbeck.
See, if you say it with enough confidence, Austin can't challenge.
That's
it.
true. Captain Melbeck, for the first time, I think you can attack Elizabeth.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start by attacking Elizabeth myself, with the shotgun. So let's see if that hits. 12?
Does not.
No? Okay, that's fine. I get a second shot with the shotgun though, so that's fine.
Yeah, dice don't want us to win today.
10.
No, the dice are unhappy.
The dice are unhappy. That's fine. Because at the end of my last turn I rolled a d6 and I got a 6, which is in the 5 to 6 range I need, my dragon can do its cool attack again. So give me another Constitution saving throw.
The big fat baby.
15.
You did pass the DC, that's fine. You take half damage, so...
Yeah, we're supposed to die here, guys. This is what the dice are telling me. Just everybody start coming up with your cool sacrifice.
Okay, you take 13 damage.
Yeah, the white dragon hits Elizabeth with another wave of ice, and it's actually starting to freeze her mech up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Every fight so far, she has really relied on nobody attacking her because of her conduit, and now you've hit her with 2 waves.
And the ice attack recharges successfully again.
Damn, Laura did not come to play this week. She came to fucking win.
Yeah, I was ready. I had this dragon picked out before we even started the episode. I was like, this is gonna be my heavy hitter this week.
White dragon, I choose you. Dregg, it's your turn.
Oh, well, I mean, it seems clear who the target is. So we're gonna keep giving Elizabeth some punches. 11's probably not gonna hit, and 13's probably not gonna hit either, though.
So Elizabeth keeps dodging Dregg's very powerful punches, which is good for her commitment to staying alive. Conduit of Peace again.
20.
Big Star wants a turn.
I want to play.
He's ready.
12.
Oh man, Ice Dragon doesn't lose its turn for...
Holy shit, I botched.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly don't mind being the one to...
I like how I botched and I...
Still beat Captain
18.
Melbeck.
Well, actually, technically, Laura would be higher because she didn't add the +4 from Dregg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm 16.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Were you adding that still?
Yeah, we all should technically add
I
it.
guess.
I did.
Okay, so Sasha, you're gonna lose your turn.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yep, sorry, bud. And the Grief Elemental roars in abject agony. Its entire existence is pain and suffering, and it fires just a wave of... Actually, you know what it reminds you of? Is when Courage was so upset you all physically took damage. It's almost exactly like that sensation, except for a being that's the size of a mech, right? So it's scaled up. Everyone, Constitution saving throw?
What if we're clinically depressed?
Usually you have advantage against sadness.
Yes!
20 again.
Save.
Can you get +4 to that as well?
Yep.
8.
Fail.
15.
All right, so Sasha and Melbeck fail. Dregg and Big Star pass.
Bummer.
26 to the failures, 13 to the successes, as your mechs are rocked by the grief of this elemental summoned by Elizabeth's trauma.
Do I have to do a roll for my dragon as well? Because that has constitution of its own. Okay, right.
I'm not gonna lie, taking 13 damage sure didn't really feel like a success.
Does 13 save?
It does not.
No, okay, fine.
Well, Chris, this is what's known as the final boss rush. Man, the number one criticism I get of this show is the combat's too easy and it doesn't feel like the players are in danger. And then I do 13 damage to them. They're like, whoa, buddy, we're here to have fun.
I thought the number one criticism you got about the show was your stupid face.
Whoa!
Boom, roasted.
That's my life.
And then I dunked the basketball
I do
over
troll
your head.
Austin all the time.
All right, Sasha, you lose your turn, and it is Big Star's turn.
Bummer.
Oh yeah! Thunder Cannon! Kabloo!
15.
15 actually does hit. Yeah, that's the AC. You found
Hot
it.
diggity!
Fucking hell.
It's gonna take 20 thunder damage.
There, but Norbert's Thunder Cannon, which is the big star in its chest, fires a blast, and you see like parts of the mech go flying off, the goo and so forth. Maybe even exposing some of Elizabeth, who seems to be smiling.
And then Courage is going in for another strike with Steve Dave 3.0. Never mind, 13. He doesn't do anything.
Fail. Nope. Courage is doing his best.
I think I may have made the leash too short. That's what I'm starting to think. I didn't measure at all. I just kind of guessed, and now that it's happening, I'm thinking that's probably why he can't hit.
Captain Melbeck, it's your turn.
Okay, let's get those shotguns in on the mech. 24
Hit.
and 11.
Fail.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Melbeck's not playing around.
Nope, that's 26.
Holy shit.
For reference, my max HP has been halved, but I was at half max HP anyway, so, you know, It is what it is.
And I need to make a constitution for the dragon again?
Well, we'll do the damage. We'll do the damage for Melbeck. For Melbeck's 2 attacks. Then I want to do something else. Then we'll do the dragon.
Ooh, tricks.
Okay, so I get 1d8 extra damage for Colossus Slayer on top of my normal damage for those 2 attacks. So... Okay, so the shotgun does 24 damage.
Holy shit.
Then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use healing... Oh, no, no, that's a focus, so I would be losing my dragon. That's fine, ignore that. Yep, dragon attacks up next, so give me that constitution save.
17.
17, you do save, you're still going to take half of it. 9 damage.
So 33 total.
Melbeck, she has 1 health. Do you want to reroll one of those damage dice?
With that in mind, let's re-roll that 1 on the 5d8. As long as it's not a 1.
It's a 2.
There we go, it's a 2. I did the extra bit of damage.
All right, paint me the picture between the Saint Bernard and your summoned white dragon, how you do this together. In the background, the rest of the team trying to keep the grief elemental from intervening while you finish the fight.
So Melbeck's just confidently walking towards this mech going, "You've picked too many. We've had too many fights. I'm not having you come back again." Shotgun, bang, bang, dragon flies overhead and just bombards this thing from above with ice. Ice hits at the same time as the shotgun. There's just shards of ice go everywhere as the mech is just obliterated.
Okay, so the mech is mostly frozen. The pilot's exposed. It's gonna fall out of the air and slam into the ground and shatter. So you're flying in the air, right?
Yeah, flying in the air. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a moment here where you have frozen and destroyed most of her fleshy mech. It's not dead, as we've talked about, but it's coming apart. It's the frozen parts are falling off of it, and you know that this machine's failing, and she's gonna plummet out of the air. The kaiju's gonna splatter, and she's gonna splatter when she hits the ground. Do you say anything to her as you see her like half entombed in the frozen flesh of this mech? Because she looks like she's smiling a toothy smile at you.
I didn't want to do this, but I can't let the world die.
I did want to do this. I fought for your rights. I fought for everyone here.
That's exactly what we're trying to do too.
Good. Don't give up.
I have no intention to. So, with that said, I'm currently at 9 exhaustion. I'm thinking I might be on the point where I need to, if I re-roll again, my speed's going to be reduced to 0. I think now might be the moment to have my babish cake. Can I split my babish cake with my dragon?
I will say, actually, Akira can fly by and hit the dragon with some healing breath in the middle of the battle, so you don't have to waste resources on the dragon. But if you want to pop the cake, you can, because if you lose consciousness, you can't form the Greater Dane, and the mission fails. Everyone dies. Yeah,
that's fine. I'm popping the cake, so I'm back down to 0 exhaustion, and me and the dragon are back up. Hooray!
I like the idea that, Melbeck, you tell her that you're not going to give up, and you turn around, and her mech falls out of the air and shatters on the ground in a fountain of blood, and then you cool guys don't look at explosions, and then just slightly out of frame, you just lift a piece of cake and just start eating it in your mech.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. She can't see inside the mech.
Yeah, nobody else can see your secret victory cake. The grief elemental fades into mist as its summoner dies. I think Elizabeth could have actually been recruited. I just want to say, like Courage, like Objectivist, it was someone written to either be a villain or someone who had darkness that could have been worked through, and some people were recruited and some people were not.
So I got a request. Would, if I went down, and I assume Courage would have to be the one to do it, could I retrieve her dog tags?
Absolutely.
All right. Big Star's going to do it.
All right. So while Captain Melbeck eats her cake, Courage retrieves the dog tags, and in front of you is the wall of poison. You know inside there is the chain you need to cut to end this battle and end the killing.
So it's time to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Yeah, if we're in range of the chain, now's time to go.
Yeah.
All right. So right now the Sailor Moon music has kicked in. Someone just described the process of the Greatest Dane.
I imagine there's a lot of pirouetting, like all of the various parts of the Greatest Dane are all like flying up into the sky, and like they're flying off at such a speed. You're watching it in the anime, and it's basically just silver trails sort of spinning around. They almost look like the outside of an atom, and then they all come in together, and suddenly it's we've made the big mech together.
I'd like to think the background is like sparkly bones, because dogs love bones.
They do love bones. So you form the Greatest Dane and fly into the poison cloud. All the time you're in here, the mech is slowly going to be eaten away and you're going to start taking damage. But before we even have to deal with that, let's deal with what you see inside of this miasma, which is 100 million burning chains erupting from the top of the slug the size of Mount Fuji, because inside of it is a never-ending stream of kaiju and slashers, each with their own chains.
Do we have to fight through infinity chains?
How have you considered? No.
So we should like do a spin thing.
If we get
Should we roll insight?
Can we get a really, 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 really good perception to spot the right chain?
So I think there is a world in which this is just, I'm going to slash every single one before the poison eats through. But luckily you have an entire team of really smart people who you can consult for advice.
They all come to Big Star. It's finally his time to shine.
Hey, team, how find?
Hello, my baby boys, my children, my sons.
Is there a way we can essentially use the maces as a projectile and just have them in one long stroke just rip through everything?
Like Pac-Man.
Okay, so only the Greatest Dane can sever chains. So, like I said, there's a version of this where you just try to cut all of them, and it might take a while. You might get eaten. The poison might destroy the mech first. But the flails absolutely can eat through the slug. That's the entire reason you got them. And so let's follow up with Lauren, or Sasha rather, who said, "My sons." What are you saying?
My sweet baby boys, can you help us with these weird-ass chains?
I think Subjectivist speaks up. Everyone's in this hive mind now. Everyone can talk to everyone. And he says, so they're constantly creating new chains and they bust out of the edges. So you're probably going to want to find one that never moves, because the kaiju and the slashers are constantly spinning out. But the one that's actually for the slug itself, for the primary, will never move. And it might be hard to see from above. What I would do, if I were you, would be to burrow down into the center of it and see where the chain emanates from, and then have the people up top cut it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you need me to explain that again, or?
No. So Dregg's going for the airlock.
Oh, shit.
He escaped.
So Dregg, as a paladin, has divine health. He is not affected by poison, so he can burrow down into the primary with the flails of hunger, and he will not be hurt. Interestingly, the other person who was immune to poison, Dr. Adler, would have made a great tag team here for this great party split, but one of the many tragedies of her passing is that her immunity to poison, which she could share, is not here when the main enemy fights with poison.
Dregg, you beautiful bitch.
All right, so Dregg, you just swan dive out of the Greatest Dane onto the back of the Marauder?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so those are +3 flails, but every time you damage someone with them, you get half of the damage you deal back.
Yeah, it makes me feel really silly about all those hit dice I just rolled, but it's cool.
Another interesting thing is when you summon them, you feel a burning sensation. Not on your
Damn, I thought that cleared up.
not on your skin or body so much, but something deeper. Like, it's, they're soul bound. They're literally bound to your soul. But what you have bound is weapons which were touched by hunger itself, and you have connected that to your soul, which is something to think about.
He always had a lack of ambition. Maybe this will change something for him.
Yeah, if it
In
was
the
any,
meantime,
if it was any character but Dregg, I'd be like, you're probably panicking right now, but Dregg has literally seen the afterlife where he is doomed to suffer for eternity, and his response was like, yeah, that seems fair. So Dregg is exactly the kind of character who can shoulder this burden. So below the Greatest Dane, you see Dregg just going ham on the primary with these flails, and he disappears beneath the sluggy skin down into the goo. You know he's just going to burrow down into this thing to find the chain inside that isn't moving.
Yeah.
And then he'll signal up to you because you're in a hive mind. So he can literally, you can share his sense of where it is and cut it in one swoop, and then the battle is won.
We're just really like good at this season, I guess. Somehow.
That's in character. Sasha says, wow, we're really good at this. And the Greatest Dane is rocked.
God damn it, me.
Everyone take...
No.
Only 7 damage, a lot of ones in that damage roll. Something shot you.
Can I roll a perception to see who that bitch was?
Yeah, please roll to find that bitch.
I love to find a bitch. 19!
Ooh.
I was going to add an 11 onto that for perception. That doesn't help.
God damn it.
Big Star, do you want to perceive?
Might I use my gifted acrobatic skills to backflip my way over to the window more quickly than everyone else, and thus...
What is this voice?
No, so Sasha succeeded, but Chris makes you fail with his bullshit
Hey, I
ass
rolled a
here.
1. See, there we go. Are you happy, everybody?
I am. So you don't know where it's coming from. You failed, but you know there's something in the cloud of poison around you, and it's firing on the Greatest Dane.
Okay.
You're hit again for failing. 12
Damn it.
damage.
No!
You see in the body of your combined mech the bullet that's sticking out, and it is made of bone.
Oh,
There are now 2 of them sticking out of your mech, and something's firing on you. We're in the initiative. Sasha, it's your turn. If you want, there's something in the mist.
Yeah. I'm going to use, I would like to send a Bork, aka my rapier damage, or attack, in the general direction of that bitch.
All right, so you can't see this enemy. They're invisible, so you have disadvantage on attacks that made against it.
That's fine. 15.
Fuck. 15 is the AC. So you use your hypersonic bark basically to do a sonic shockwave into the poison, and something in it is going to take damage that you roll, and it moves.
Oh, god damn it.
So now we're in a sniper battle in a dark cloud. Big Star, it's your turn.
Can I...
Oh no, hold on, Big Star, I'm sorry. There's a hypersonic bark, something shudders in the poison and moves, and then all of you are rocked by, how much damage did you do? 5?
Yeah.
Everyone takes 2 damage.
Oh!
oh, okay.
I know what this is!
Do you want to share with the class?
Sorry, I had candy in my mouth.
I bet you did.
It's that Kaiser bitch, right?
Sure is.
Motherfucker.
what's this Kaiser bitch's deal again? That we hurt them, they hurt us.
He was the lionfish guy who killed the park ranger.
Equality.
Okay, how did we handle them last time?
Dregg stuck him in his armpit.
We just immobilized him.
Dregg wrestled him out of the mech and then pinned him with a strength contest.
Okay.
What do we roll to tackle?
That'll be a strength contest, but you gotta find him first. He's hiding in the poison. He's a sniper. Remember?
Does anybody have a giant fan?
Lamau. It is still Big Star's turn.
22! I got a crit! I got a crit!
22 does hit, though. You fire into the thing and roll damage, and everyone's gonna take half.
Ah!
Yeah, why did you do that, Chris?
Because we're fucking killing this bitch.
I can't really afford to take that damage.
I'm so scared.
He only takes 15. Wow, that was really bad dice. Whew. That's terrible.
Whole lot of ones there.
Cool.
Well, you killed my dragon.
God damn it. Stop the wormling.
The way his conduit works is that he shares his pain with his enemies. I don't know that he knows the white dragon exists.
Oh, in that case, my dragon still has full health. That's great.
It's going to be taking poison damage, though, because it's in this poison,
Yeah.
so we'll deal with that in a second. It is now Captain Melbeck's turn. Captain Melbeck, your party members are going to get you killed.
Yeah, so before anything else, I want to have a look at a list of something. This is going to take me like a minute or two. I apologize.
So while Captain Melbeck's thinking, let's cut to Dregg. Dregg, roll athletics to burrow down into the primary.
Athletics. Okay.
Roll hedgehogness.
With every swing, the flails just devour a swath of this thing. You're so big and so strong as an ogre.
14.
All right, that's good. So past the 10 is good progress. 15 would have been great progress, but 14 is good progress. So you're burrowing down. And this thing's huge. We talked about it before as being Mount Fuji, but
Right.
you approached from the top, which is, you assume, a pretty good place to be from like the summit down into the middle.
Right.
And there's a point where you breach a wall of goo and kind of land on some walkable surfaces, and you see all around you kaiju and slashers being formed in the guts of this thing and ripping out to like further out and out and out and out until they get to the surface and are birthed into the world. But you've reached kind of like the center of this process. And it's disgusting and bad.
Thanks, I hate it.
You can tell I'm a writer because of the vivid portraits I paint about things being bad and gross. But Dregg, they don't seem to be attacking you. They seem to think, they don't think at all. They don't have brains. But whatever their instincts are, it's that things inside the primary are not enemies.
That's helpful. That makes it convenient. All right. So then, from this position, getting bearings might be a bit challenging just on the face of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult. That's really your test right now is what do you do?
Yeah. So I'd probably make a perception check, I would think, to see if I
Sounds
figure
good.
out
I like it.
where.
Yeah.
It's not Dregg's strong suit. It's a 9.
All right, that's a failure. So, Dregg, you go wandering in one direction, just slashing through anything that looks like it might have something interesting behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like in a video game dungeon where it's poorly designed, so you find yourself on dead ends. You have to double back, and you're just like, where? There's no fucking pathways that are obvious from the lighting. This is this is amateur hour.
Nothing in here is lit.
Yeah, and you're just cutting through it. Yeah, actually, do you even have dark vision? I imagine it's literally pitch black here.
Yeah, it's that. He does not have dark vision, so he's just literally in the gush.
Okay, I want to say retroactively that as part of being an artificer, Big Star gets glasses that let him see in the dark. So knowing you were going to do this, I would say it makes perfect sense that he would have handed them to you on the way out, unless you don't want to be able to see.
No, that makes good practical sense because not being able to see could. I mean, I can generate light for that matter.
Oh yeah, it's a paladin. That's up to you. Which one do you think's better? Do you want to be wearing Big Star's glasses, or do you want to use paladin powers to generate light?
Well, Big Star's glasses are gonna be like these big, like I would expect slit frame things with big old star frames on the side.
I was gonna say star frame.
Who's gonna pass that up, right?
What if they're hard eyes?
I mean, Macho Man iconically wore very flamboyant glasses, so you could always just look up a photo of them, and they look exactly like that.
Yeah.
Chris, can you confirm or deny that when you hand Dregg your glasses, you're wearing another pair under them?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Take good care of this one. They're the only thing I have that are like children to me.
So yeah, that's the image now is Dregg just burrowing into this primary with his big gaudy glasses and flails of
Gaudy?
hunger. I'm sorry, gauche?
Awesome!
Oh!
Awesome! The word you're looking for is awesome.
Camp is the word we're looking for.
All right, so Dregg, you're down here. You want to make a different check? You already failed perception, so what else do you got in the bag of tricks?
Oh, let's see. Maybe insight?
Cough, cough, survival.
I mean, you're a paladin. You'd think you would, yeah. Okay, yeah,
Okay, all right.
hit me.
It's a 2.
All right, so Dregg, you think to yourself, if I was a slug, where would I keep the chain that gives me all of my power? And you look deep inside yourself and you say, left. That's where you would keep it. And so you walk left, you turn a corner, and you see there's a slasher standing in your way, and it's looking at you.
Okay. Dregg's, not 100%. I mean, this is different behavior from, other things going on in here, but she's going to stop and stare at it.
It stares back at you in a way that none of the other ones have because they don't have brains or senses, really. This one's literally looking at you.
Ooh.
Do you need something?
The face of the slasher peels back, and you see underneath its sluggy exterior there is a human face. And it says, "Brother!"
Oh, right.
Forgot he had real brothers.
He was also in prison.
Well, yes.
He sure was.
He sure was.
Captain Melbeck.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals again to replace my White Dragon.
Okay.
I'm gonna replace it with an Ettercap, which is a big old spider creature.
Okay, Captain Melbeck's deep in the ranger shit now.
Yeah, I'm actually using my ranger shit. So, I'm replacing my dragon with a big old spider, and my big old spider is gonna cast Web.
Okay, for the audience, Ettercaps are almost like gorilla-like spiders. They're anthropomorphic, 2 arms, 2 legs. They stand up like people, but they have like a huge kind of hulking body and then like a spider face.
What's that word again?
Ettercap, E-T-T.
Is it like Attercop?
It's not like Outer Cop. What?
No, the thing from The Hobbit. Never mind.
Otter Cop. It's Otter.
That's what he calls them. Fine. Sure.
Coming to ABC Saturday nights. Otter Cop.
Otter Cop. He patrols the
No!
rivers.
Suck my dick. The whole thing.
I mean, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm almost certain that Lauren's right that this is literally a reference to something Tolkien wrote, and I forgot, and she has literally more knowledge of this than I do, and I look like an idiot.
Oh, no, I'm sure she's right, too. I just think Otter Cop's fantastic. On premise.
Yeah, I love Otter Cop coming to ABC.
One of the Hemsworth brothers should play him. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them.
I like Luke.
So much shit's gonna happen in this episode. All anyone's gonna talk about is Otter Cop. I'm trying to look up the lore of how they even became. I assume they were created by Lolth, the spider goddess's servants. Okay, so you create an Ettercap, my ranger friend. You use your sword to cut a hole into like the fabric of the universe and pull one out magically. And this thing isn't very big. It's the size of a human, so you're holding it like on the palm of the Great Dane.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm holding it out to try and fire webs.
All right. So why don't you make a dexterity attack to fire web into the poison cloud? We'll have the Ettercap do so.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Is that going to do the thing? Huzzah!
It is going to do exactly what you want. You fire, so the Ettercap holds its palms aloft and just fires like Spider-Man, web after web after web into the poison. And you hear, on your radio, basically on your mech interface, just a voice be like, "Oh, fuck! Oh, damn!" And then slam.
Yeah, so it's now, not only is it restrained by webs, but while in contact with a web, the Ettercap knows the exact location of the creature in contact with the web.
Okay, so
I know where it is as well.
Yep, and Lauren has put in the chat the fact that the word Attercop is Norwegian for spider, and that is why J.R.R. Tolkien uses it in The Hobbit.
Yes.
Yeah, so I now know where this mech is, and it's restrained.
That feel when Lauren owns you in front of all your fans.
Basking in the glow of being right.
Oh yeah, no, Melbeck did do a thing. She cast Conjure Animals. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and so, the White Dragon, which I talked myself into letting you keep, you immediately dismissed. So now I wish I...
Yeah, no, I wasn't planning to, but that's where we ended up.
I wish, in hindsight, I wish I had the courage to say, "Fuck you, Loria, your dragon dies."
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because I got to own you.
Yeah. I was trying to double check whether Conjure Animals would let me swap out what animal I had, but I don't think that is the case.
No. Okay, so in the director's cut, when Big Star shoots Kaiser, the explosion blows up your dragon, and then you hold a grudge against Big Star for decades.
No, I never hold a grudge. I'm like, no, it's cool. It lets me do more cool ranger shit.
So Kaiser's mech crashes to the surface of the primary. You see it now. He's like caught up in web so much that he can't fly, and he's trying to struggle to his feet. You see that this is a kaiju like the others, except it has a head, the head of a lionfish bristling with poison spines. His mech is taking on aspects of his body as it's hooked directly into him, and so it's a kaiju. It's the fleshy slug mech, but with the spines and the face of a lionfish. And he comes on over the voice thing as well for your mechs and says, "I told you, Invicta's the only way to get anything done. I'm gonna be a hero after this."
You're gonna be dead.
You're a punk bitch.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? You can't kill me without killing yourself.
I'm gonna send you to a prison where they don't serve anything but stewed beets and piss.
Did you say stewed dates?
Stewed beats.
Beets,
He picks up his sniper rifle, which you see is like a fleshy slug weapon which fires shards of bone instead of bullets. And it's combat time there. Sasha, it's actually your turn.
Cool.
Remember, anytime you hit him, it hits everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna... I don't know if this is gonna be useful, but I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts on him to see if he knows where the chain is.
He doesn't know what chains are.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Does he know his own weakness, though?
If you use Detect Thoughts, he thinks, I am invincible!
That'd be great. We're like, hey, what's your one weakness? Then cast Detect Thoughts. He's like, those stupid idiots will never realize that I'm allergic to mayonnaise. And that's how he beat him.
God.
Sasha does have one more conduit left. She uses it to get the world's biggest jar of mayonnaise and win this fight.
I have big plans for that conduit.
Does anybody have a spell that could just like give them really terrible indigestion?
What?
Oh, I could bestow curse on him.
All right.
Alright. Sorry, I forgot about the guy you can't attack. Blast from the past.
D&D is so easy when you just say, I attack, I attack, I attack.
I know!
It's been working for me.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to bestow curse.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right, Sasha tries to bestow curse. 14.
Ha ha ha! 16 is my spell save DC. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
All right, Big Star, it's your turn.
I have literally no way to crowd control, and I could heal, but mathematically that's just fucking ridiculous because
Can you heal other people?
yeah, I could heal other people.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, I would in a situation where he wouldn't just shoot us and then we take that damage anyway. So I'm gonna shoot him.
Please don't! I'm gonna die, Chris!
I have nothing else to do.
Heal me, you fuck!
Doing nothing does less damage than doing shoot.
Like, look, we have to get rid of him one way or the other.
Try deception. Try convincing him. Don't shoot him.
Jesus Christ!
You guys accepted my cool macho man Minotaur, and you're not gonna let him fire his awesome cannon?
Not at the one person that we die if you shoot.
Sasha, how much health do you have?
I have 23.
You could literally kill Sasha.
Bitch, you have more health than I do.
Then heal us, you idiot!
I can heal you a max of 11. He's going to just shoot
That's
us.
helpful! He's in the web, and he has disadvantage now, because I'm cool.
Oh my goodness.
It's fine. I'll still love you if you kill me.
Try and intimidate him or some shit.
T-pose to assert dominance!
Yeah, I mean, against anything else, I'm just cast Cure Wounds on Sasha.
I mean-
she heals 8.
Okay, but guys, he's got a chain.
Fuck, shut up, Conrad.
Oh shit!
God damn it.
Yeah! We're so stupid!
Asshole,
We're
you're not even
idiots.
there.
No, thank you, Conrad. We're idiots. Thank you.
Okay, I don't need that health, Chris. It's okay.
You already got it.
God damn it.
All right, Big Star, you spend your entire turn yelling at the party members about how you want to commit suicide. Sasha talks you
I
into
don't want to commit suicide. I want to kill that boy.
Sasha talks you into healing her, and it is now Captain Melbeck's turn. Oh no, actually, it's Courage's turn.
Oh.
Oh yeah, courage will attack then. Let's see.
No, because courage
No.
hurts us.
I'm fucking.
Is courage part of the
Wait
thingy?
and cut the chain.
Courage can't. Courage can't cut the chain.
Do me a big heal. I could do with a heal.
Big heal. Oh, you forgot what spell I cast when I do this.
Okay, do me a small heal.
You got 1 health back.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
That was indeed a small heal.
Isn't it not plus your spellcasting modifier, which is your wisdom?
Yeah, you get 4.
Hooray!
Okay, so it is now Captain Melbeck's turn. Big Star and Courage have been successfully bullied into healing you, and you see webbed up is Kaiser, the lionfish merfolk, in his sniping mech. What do you do?
Well, he's not getting away, so I'm gonna go cut that chain.
Well, that does seem like a good idea. Wow, Captain Melbeck,
Yeah.
you're so smart.
Hey, Austin, suck my dick.
That's a
God
Kirby.
damn it, I knew you were going to do that.
This is the benefit of a hive mind, is that
Yeah.
Dregg doesn't have to be here to help us see
Dreg
the obvious
peeks,
answer.
checks in, and is like, guys, what are you doing?
It literally is like, so Dregg's wandering through the dark, runs into Vincent, his brother, who is now a slasher. He's like, brother, now we duel to the death. And Dregg's like, hold on, I gotta take this. Hey, idiots. Hey, you know the one thing you can do? And then he just,
Fuck off, Austin.
and then he turns back to his brother, like, all right, now let's do this.
Okay, I chop the chain.
All right, make an attack roll. Remember, Kaiser does not know they exist.
Okay, so do I do my normal attack roll for that?
Yep.
17.
17 hits. So you burst forward in the greatest Dane. You ignite your beam sword that you describe it, actually. It's your big moment.
I'm slicing, like, just above him, just enough that he thinks I've missed.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so you swing above his head. He, like, ducks under it like, fool, you've missed. And you see that you've cut through his chain. He is no longer the conduit of equality.
So, at this moment, I point the shotgun at him, and I take my second attack.
Uh-oh.
23?
That hits.
Okay, and he's taken damage already, right?
Yeah.
So that's 12 damage from that shot.
Nice. You just shoot him point blank with your shotgun. He slides back, and there's like a moment where he's like, wow, you just shot yourself point blank. That must have hurt. You don't really look like you're recoiling from the pain.
No, funny that. Funny that one, funny. I'm going to attack you twice with my big gorilla, my big gorilla spider now.
The Ettercap, which is the size of a human against a mech, I think you have disadvantage on all attacks that way.
Oh, that's fine. It gets 2 attacks, so I've got, like, a chance of hitting it.
Okay.
Both are +4, so,
It's like almost literally Spider-Man versus King Kong.
So the first one with disadvantage is a 16.
Yep, 16 hits.
And the second one with disadvantage is a 17.
Holy shit.
So
what the
both of
Captain Melbeck is so cool today.
Yeah,
Yes.
Melbeck came ready to fucking go, and also her new Ranger's abilities are all ass-kicking. What the hell?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So my Ettercap gets to attack both once with its bite and once with its claw. So we're going to do the bite first, which hits. So 1d8 plus 2 plus 1d8. Okay.
That's why you're the captain. Because you're actually competent.
That's what they say. Anyone who controls the spiders gets to be captain.
I became competent in the last 5 minutes of the season.
That's what it counts.
Okay, so the first attack does 11 damage.
Uh-huh.
And the second one is going to do... Oh, actually, you also have to do a Constitution saving throw for my bite.
Oh, God. No, I'm immune to poison.
He's a poison baby.
Oh, okay, you're immune to poison, that's fine.
Yeah. Big immune.
Okay, another 7 damage.
All right, so I think the way this is flavored is the Ettercap jumps off your hand, lands on Kaiser, and just begins going apeshit on the cockpit area, just ripping like handfuls of slug juice away, trying to create an opening where you could kill Kaiser, who is now no longer a conduit.
Slug juice is the name of Dagger Milk's new energy drink.
Okay. Dregg, you're face to face with Vincent Caravella, your brother, the conduit of invincibility, who is now covered in slug skin and has 2 blades for arms. Actually, I say 2. As you stand there, he's smiling. The slug skin covers his human face again, and 2 more arms with blades rip out of his sides, and he's actually 4-bladed.
I mean, it's impressive. But... And Dregg starts swinging the flails.
All right, so let's let's actually do initiative, because this is a kind of a separate dealio.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent is just a guy. 9.
10.
All right, yep. Dregg, you go first.
All right. Well, then let's do a couple of attacks.
If you didn't have the flails, I don't know how you would win this.
No, that's it exactly. I mean... Well, if I didn't have the flails, I'd probably have the Jinkos, and we'd have spent another round of combat to get to the thing, because
True.
I would have tried, but yeah.
21 hits?
Yeah. And 14.
14 does not.
19 damage.
19's good, so you just wail on him. You hit him right upside the head with the flail, and it rips apart the slug. I mean, it erases it. It eats it, literally. And you can see like his human skin poking out underneath, completely unharmed, because he is invincible. And then he's going to attack you with his 4 blades. 17, 18, 25, 14.
I just have a question regarding his name that I just heard. He's Vincent, and he's invincible. Did you do that on purpose?
Nope. Conrad named him, and then I gave him his conduit. Completely.
Invincible Vince.
Yep, completely accidental.
That's fun.
How many of those hit?
3 of those attacks hit.
All right.
Oh, no, sorry, only 2 of those attacks hit.
Well, you can't have everything, Conrad.
Yeah, no, it's 18. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So that's 21 damage as he stabs and stabs and stabs and stabs you.
See, I thought that was damage. I was doing math. I was like, that's not good.
Oh, no. If those all had been damaged, Dregg would be in some serious trouble. Whoa, I accidentally hit the roll twice, and I got 21 both times. 21 is what roll 20 wants you to take.
Ouch. Okay. 21 it is.
So cruel.
Ooh. Dregg knows where Vincent Caravellas' chain is.
I do.
Okay, so it's your turn, Dregg. You take 21 damage. It's your turn.
Dregg's gonna, Dregg's actually going to use his action to lay on hands and heal damage.
Oh.
But he's going to do that by dusting off his left shoulder.
Okay, just being very cool.
Just being an asshole to his brother.
All right. Vincent says, you only won last time because you had me outnumbered. Now we're on even footing, and we'll see who's actually the real leader of this family.
Yes, it is 1-on-1.
All right, his turn. 24, 21, 22, 9.
3 hits.
22 damage, and then he's going to use Action Surge to do it again.
Okay.
Don't like it.
12, 8. Crit 24.
Well, the crit and the 24 hit.
27. Stab, 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 stab. Like as fast as the eye can see, he's just stabbing you over and over and over and over again. Your turn.
Dregg is going to use lay on hands again. This action.
Oh, this is the most disrespect I've ever seen.
This time he's going to execute it with one of those exaggerated face patting yawns.
Conrad's going for style points. All right, it's Vinny's turn again.
Mm-hmm.
10, 21, 21, 24.
3 hits.
All right. 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
What's your HP?
Right now it is 17.
Holy shit!
It's your turn, Dregg.
That's so much health.
Paladins are good.
That's what I get for playing small things.
Dregg's communicating back to the... Are you just about done here.
Yeah, so Dregg communicates back to the greatest Dane that he's fighting his brother inside of the primary, and he's invincible. So the only way that Dregg can finish that fight is if you cut his chain. But first, you have to finish off Kaiser. And whose turn was it?
I think I had the most recent turn.
Yeah, you had the Ettercap. So it's now Kaiser's turn. He is extremely confused, but he's going to try to shoot you with his sniper rifle. Everybody actually make dexterity saving throws to...
You fuck.
10.
Fail.
21.
Success.
22.
Success. So Big Star is going to take full. Everyone else take half.
Okay.
Of 17, so that's 8 for the succeeders. He shoots the Greatest Dane with a bone bullet in the chest, and you are shocked backwards, but it is now Sasha's turn.
I think I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Oh no. Constitution saving throw?
That is a Constitution saving throw.
3!
Oh, that's so fun. 15.
Yike. All right, you blow a chunk off of his mech, and it is Big Star's turn.
All right. So Big Star is bloodied to all hell right now. And he is going to take control of the mech and bring it as close as possible and place his cannon right over where the cockpit would be.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to say,
This is for what you did to that park ranger. He was a good man.
and I'm going to fire. And I rolled a 12, so I guess it's a lot of build-up for nothing.
Do you want to re-roll that just so you can have the dramatic moment?
No, I want to just die in space.
Damn it, Chris.
Chris has been on a normal one tonight, and I love it, but I'm also very sad for him because I love Chris, and I would die for him. You fail. Courage wants to heal this turn, or?
Courage is attacking. He does both.
Yep, he can do both.
I like some. Please, may I have some more?
Nope, courage misses as well. No, I'm not allowed to do things.
You try to hit Kaiser with your cannon, saying the park ranger was a good man, and he does one of those like close range disarm things where he grabs your arm and twists it to fire at Courage, who's just coming up from the side to slash him, and Courage dodges it, but basically he tries to use equilibrium gun kata at close range, because as a sniper he has to know how to defend himself from people getting up in his grill. And is now Captain Melbeck's turn.
Captain Melbeck's going to look to Big Star and just go, "Don't worry, I've got this."
Damn!
So 12 doesn't hit, but 25 does.
It does, yeah. I think we might need to be careful. Laura's going to get too powerful.
No, I love it.
So we're not going to be able to stop her soon.
Okay, so I do 10 damage for the shotgun.
Yeah.
Plus my Ettercap gets its 2 attacks as well.
This little guy's really pulling his weight.
Yeah, he really is.
I love him. I would like to name it something good.
Well, you better hurry up, because next turn Kaiser's just going to stomp him to death.
23, does that hit?
It does.
Okay, and add another 5 damage on.
Bad rolls for Captain Melbeck, but you do damage him a bit, and it's now Kaiser's...
I still did 15 damage over that turn.
Yeah. Kaiser is going to stomp on the Ettercap. Advantage. Let's see here. Actually, he has disadvantage because of the bestow curse, but advantage because of the size difference, so that cancels out to a normal attack.
Still helpful.
Yeah. 9, that fails. The Ettercap dodges. Oh my god, what if this guy's actually awesome?
Oh my god, he's the best.
That's
Doubting back here.
For once, I'm being good at fighting.
Oh my god, the epilogue's literally going to be you guys naming this Ettercap and inducting him onto the team.
Yeah. New baby.
Inducting him onto the team 1 hour at a time.
Yeah. Back inside the primary, Vincent's still going ham on Dregg. 23, 16, 10, 23.
The 223s hit.
Jesus.
12 damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you alive?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Drake's fine. Don't worry about Drake.
Drake's gonna be good.
Yeah, I trust Dregg
So
completely.
it's back to us now, right?
Nope, we got to do 3 rounds and then 3 rounds, or 3 turns, because there's 3 of you.
Well, Dregg's gonna activate his conduit.
Have you had your cake yet, Dregg?
No, Dregg's not had his cake yet.
Oh, okay then. That's cool. That's chill.
Dregg hasn't had his cake yet. Dregg's out of spell slots. Dregg has 5 hit points.
Yeah, now is the perfect time
I thought so.
for invincibility and then later cake.
So Vincent can't kill you, but you can't kill Vincent. So let's say this combat's actually ended. And what's happening inside the primary is he's just going bananas on you with all his blades, frustrated, and you're no-selling it. You're just acting like he's barely even an inconvenience to you. It's just utter crushing disrespect. Why don't you tell me, because he would drop you to 0 naturally if he continued.
Yeah.
Do you want to have any interesting scars or any cool like mementos of this fight? Because you're already totally scarred up, but this is a cool time where you could like lose a finger or something. I don't know. What's
He
up to
could
you?
lose a finger. But then, his knuckles would be all like weird, and that would be a real problem for him. What would be a good scar thing? Maybe he loses an ear.
Oh my god, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
So he cuts off your ear as you activate your conduit, and you just look him dead in the eye, like, "Oh, did you do something I didn't notice? I was busy being the best Caravella."
And then he shoves cake in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's going to do that at some point to go back to get his conduit back and his spell slots back. But Vincent just fucking shrieks in anger. No one's ever treated him like this. He's a mafia prince, right? Like, no one's ever told him no before.
Do you know who my father is?
Exactly. And so he's just apoplectic at you.
Hail to the king, what can I say?
He's screaming, but the words don't even make sense anymore. It's just rambling incoherently. Sasha, it's your turn.
I like to stab. Do. I'm gonna stab. / Bork. It's the same thing. 23!
That hits.
10 damage.
Yeah, it could be better, but you bork and it supersonically rips apart his mech a little bit. It is now Big Star's turn.
Listen, we're whittling it away as fast as we can.
I want to shoot him.
Do it.
25.
Hell yeah!
Do you want to try to give the speech again, or have you made your point?
No, the moment's lost.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even know that guy, so
Fucking hell.
he's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
So 23 damage, and then
Courage.
courage is gonna attack. He got a 17.
That hits.
All right.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so close. He has 7 health left.
Oh, so this isn't close. This isn't going to be close. I roll 45 or 48. 32.
Wait! Why is that so much damage?
Okay, wait a minute. I just think it's funny that he said that, knowing that on no less than 2 occasions in this game tonight, we've seen 3 ones come up on similar rolls.
Mathematically, though, it would still deal more than 7 damage.
I forgot Courage had so much motherfucking damage on him. He keeps that fucking thing on him. All right, Big Star and Courage work together to finish this fight. Chris, paint me a picture.
I'd like to say that Big Star blows open the cockpit, so Kaiser is exposed, and like afterwards, because Big Star's super close, so Kaiser could easily like just shoot him and kill him right now, and he probably goes to take that shot. And then, like a cut off from a movie, basically, like from off frame, Courage just charges in and just claws his head straight off.
Oh damn! He doesn't
pure decapitation.
Doesn't even get like a final word. Like, you can't beat me. I am equality itself. Just like, nope, no head.
No,
Fuck
he
you.
thinks he's about to. He's gonna be like, "Boy, howdy, you're gonna die now!" And then boom, just head off, falls to the ground.
All right, Kaiser's head rolls across the surface of the primary, and his mech collapses.
Big
Meanwhile,
Star's going to control the mech to stomp on the head.
okay.
Damn.
The greatest Dane crushes Kaiser's tiny head as Dregg sends a message telling you where Vinny's chain is.
Instead of a hard light rapier, I'd like to have the mech do scissors. I don't think I can. I just think it's fun. Like a giant ribbon cutting
You're
ceremony.
going a little bit kill the kill with it.
Yeah, wait, we have 2 rapiers. We'll use them like scissors.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's the Shiba Inu's rapier and the Saint Bernard's beam sword, like the classic Gundam beam sword. You can cross them like scissors and snip it.
That is, I'm literally just gonna snip.
All right. Inside the primary, Dregg, you're standing in front of your brother, who is just like screaming, like, "Dad never loved you. You're always been a failure. You son of a bitch. You can't lead the Caravellas. I'll kill you." And he's just ranting and raving, and you get the psychic message that the chain is cut.
Dregg looks at him and thinks about it and looks at his hand and runs his thumb across the tips of his fingers. Curls it into a fist, just very calmly, knowing that this is going to feel really, really good to do. And he just cracks all the knuckles on that right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls back and just punches his brother in the nose.
So it crunches. There's a fountain of blood, and he's never been hurt before.
He's just a guy.
Can you imagine if you felt something like a completely new emotion no one in history had ever felt? If suddenly you were overwhelmed by Gescherschmilt, which no one had ever experienced. Like, it must be terrifying, in addition to the way that pain is already unpleasant. He just starts weeping.
Aww.
If I was a better actor, I would literally cry right now and not stop until it got annoying. He's weeping here. Dregg, you can walk away. You can tell the team where the chain is. They can cut it, and then an entire mountain of goo, like literally the weight of Mount Fuji, will fall on this man who is no longer invincible, and he will die.
Oh. Well, that's way better than what I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
Oh, I was just going to offer to end his misery for him.
I don't think he's too proud to take that. He'd tell you to go fuck yourself.
That's okay. Dregg wasn't actually going to do it.
That's the special ingredient in slug juice.
What, spite?
Yeah.
Nice.
And your murdered brother.
Yep.
Okay. So he's crying, his nose is broken, and you would just walk away?
Yeah. Father never loved any of us.
Damn.
Fucking hell.
That's so cold.
All right, yeah, there's just a quiet walking scene of Dregg walking through the dark halls.
It's like the last episode of Game of Thrones, more or less.
People talk shit about that season, and I understand why, but the first scene of the last episode fucking rules.
Oh, I'm fine with that last episode for lots of reasons that I won't get into.
Yeah, we don't have time. I just want to say, if that's the inspiration, I am 100% on board. It's a beautiful, just quiet scene of walking through horror, which is what Dregg is doing, wearing gaudy sunglasses, walking down, one ear gone, just fleshy corridors as close to the center of this thing as he can find. And everywhere he looks, there are kaiju and there are slashers and there are chains. But eventually you find a chain which doesn't connect to any of them. It doesn't seem to be connecting to anything because from your perspective, it's connected to the thing you're inside. So it kind of just stops in space, but that's because it's in the direct mathematical center of this thing.
Then I found it. This is gonna be gross.
Oh.
Dregg's gonna open his shield and position it over his head.
I mean, that's one way to do it. You might need to waste your cake to do it. Another, I mean, I don't want to tell you your business, but Dregg, you know where the chain is, and
I mean, I'm gonna identify it, and he's gonna start drilling his way out. Like,
Can we get the mech to just start pulling the chain up with Dregg holding it?
Yeah. This is like an A-team ending.
Yeah. We start pulling the chain up with Dregg on it, and as soon as he's out,
He's swinging the flails above him
oh, like a
to
helicopter.
create the hole.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, the chain won't actually leave the body, so like once it gets to the edge, it like yanks hard and stops because it can't leave the body that it's attached to. But at that point, Dregg, you're at the end, and you can jump out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll for poison damage while this is happening. I've been adding some poison damage to the attacks that you've been taking. Not Dregg, who's immune. Everyone else. 23. Does that take anybody down?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
23 hit points?
Yes.
I have exactly 23.
All right, so you all are dying from poison. As this is happening, you need to spend enough healing resources to keep yourselves alive.
I'm going to use Healing Spirit, which can heal for 1d6 every 6 seconds to someone in the party.
This it's actually a controversial spell in the D&D community because it can be really viciously abused by just walking in and out of it every 6 seconds.
Oh.
It's considered like poorly designed, that spell, because it's so good.
That's why I picked it, because it was really good. I'm sorry.
That's I mean, it's in the game. I'm just saying it's just a funny thing. It's like if
my mental picture was the Healing Spirit just walking around in a circle, high-fiving everyone, trying to get them some health back.
Yeah, so the Healing Spirit can heal people almost as fast as the poison can eat you. So that's the contest here. So why don't we roll some dice to not die from poison?
Is that enough to keep you alive?
Yeah, I'm at 17. Now, what does the little minus in front of the number mean?
All right, we need to get Big Star 17 health.
I rolled 3 1s in a row with this damn Healing Spirit.
Could I have rolled Cure Wounds on myself before I went down?
Yep, you have 3 chances, in fact.
Cool. Well, I only have 1 chance for this.
All right, we could try to get to 16.
Yeah, 10.
All right, 6 more.
There we go, there's a 6.
All right, Big Star, survives by 1?
Yep, I'm at 1 health.
So is Sasha.
High five. Oh no, we're dead.
That's going to seem like we planned it and like it wasn't actually dice.
It was dice.
I know. So Sasha and Big Star.
It was dice, and then we'd all turn to camera. Funk, and credits roll, season ends.
You fucking bastard. All right. So Sasha and Big Star have 1 health. They're like on the ground wheezing from the poison that's seeping into the mech as Dregg emerges from the hole. And then tell me what you do.
Get the heck out of that poison. Start healing ourselves up because...
No, gotta cut that chain.
We need to cut that chain.
Cut that chain.
With the big scissors?
With the big scissors.
All right. So the greatest Dane crosses the rapier and the saber and shink cuts the chain. And then I assume they pick up Dregg and put him back into the greatest Dane and try to jet off as the primary marauder shudders as every single thing inside of it begins to come apart. Without hegemony itself, it's just goo. There's nothing animating it. There's no nervous system. There's no brain. There are no bones. It's just goo. And a tidal wave of goo, in fact, which begins sloshing over the landscape. The poison is still there. It doesn't disappear, but there's no more of it pumping out. And so you have to escape from this cloud. How can we get the greatest Dane out of this poison cloud before Sasha and Big Star die?
Using dexterity, which I have a +7 in, to pirouette away.
We use the Chili Amulet and its magical fire powers to jet boost our way out of there, a la Star Fox 64!
Yeah, I know what. If that's the Chili Amulet's destiny, I'm into it.
I think that's fucking awesome that the Chili Amulet gets used
Take
to...
one for the chili.
Once again, that was real improv. I didn't have a plan for the Chili Amulet. We just came up with it on air.
No, can I just say, flavor-wise, in my mind, it's like, oh, you had some chili, and now explosively you are escaping this situation.
No, you didn't. He didn't eat it. It's just very, very hot.
I have it listed here as nuclear Chili Amulet.
I like to think when you throw it, it sounds like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a role for this. I think Dregg's like looks at everybody, sees Sasha and Big Star on death's door, and like they're like, "What are we gonna do?" And then without a word, he just turns, walks to the back of the greatest Dane, takes off his amulet, and is like, "This one's for you, Babish, who I'm almost certain is dead by now."
He could be on the ship for all Dregg knows. He's fine, but
he could be standing behind you. Yeah, so you toss the amulet out the back and it blows up with the force of a small bomb, or a small
sun.
A small sun. And
as we're flying, we see a maybe it's a ghost, maybe it's the real thing, but our fox dad who's flying alongside us, and he tells us that he's proud of us before we blast out the top.
I imagine that the force of the eruption would be such as to push the greatest Dane out of range of the poison, before, possibly even at least thinning out the poison over a broader area generally.
Oh yeah, the absolute most important thing here is that no one needs to take any more poison damage as the greatest Dane is flung out of the poison cloud and clear of the danger. Although I think it flips through the air and slams into the ground, and the mechs come apart.
That's fine. That needed to happen anyway.
Okay. That's one of our uses. Okay.
You have one more.
We got one left.
And as the Shiba Inu, Mastiff, Airbud Norbert, and Saint Bernard come to a rest on the battlefield, all around you, the rest of the war that was going on is it's still happening because the slashers and kaiju don't die just because the primary died. But there's a clear sense of hope running through everyone's getting a second wind because they're seeing it collapse and they're like, oh my God, we're gonna win this. And so all around you is the sound of battle as you all are thrown back into your own mechs and are lying on the ground. What do you do?
I spend those hit dice.
Yeah, so all of you just starts patching yourselves up, cocooned in your own individual mechs. Actually, the Tsuchinoko flies over to check on you, and also because the engine, Synchronicity itself, is now just laying on the battlefield.
Yeah, we're going to need that.
I think Objectivist flies over and picks it up because Sun Dragons have arms, Snallygasters have arms, and lifts it up and sticks it back onto the Tsuchinoko and is like, all right, we have one more shot at this. Now all we need is for the bad guy to show up.
That's right, my sweet boy.
And with that, a dark cloud falls over the battlefield.
Dregg's eating cake.
Let Dregg eat cake. So, in the lower atmosphere of Gloria, there has suddenly appeared a Citadel-class warship.
Oh shit, Final Fantasy X!
The HMS Civilization is a ship given flesh. Its sails, its solar sails, are also focusing mirrors that can fire 25 D10 laser beams.
So, I just want to say you've used the word flesh too many times this episode.
And so the army turns and looks at the civilization, and everyone begins chanting, flesh, 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 flesh.
God damn it!
No, the HMS Civilization is here, floating over the battlefield. It's the shadow of this ship is so large, it covers the battlefield in a blanket of darkness, even above the poison cloud. And as you look up at it, these sails, which are made from mucous membrane between the flesh, they're like a...
The moisturize me lady from Doctor Who?
Yeah, I was thinking a very thin slice of skin where you can still see the veins and stuff in it, but you can see through it.
It's membranous.
Yeah, it's a membrane is literally what it is. But they begin glowing with light and unleashing huge beams of destruction down on the battlefield.
I don't like it.
And you also see hanging off of the ship by 3 umbilical cords are 3 more primaries.
Thanks, I hate it.
Can my ghost fox dad tell me that I've become so strong before this happens?
Your ghost fox dad says, why'd you keep shooting the guy who hurt you every time you hurt him?
I'm built for one thing,
Self-destruction.
and that is to break.
Credits. Speed run.
Speedrun?
May 2019 speed run.
Tell me about the music.
No, you don't listen. You never listen to me. Everyone's hearing you disrespect me.
I just like yelling, telling about the music, but now we don't do that. It's in the words.
No, it's in the description. Just like all the links to our social media and all our Patreons, like patreon.com/AustinYorski, where you'll get on the list you're going to hear. Patreon.com/weekly manga recap, where you can support Chris. Patreon.com/ofhorse, where you can support Conrad. And then kotaku.co.uk, where you can find Laura and all the good work she does. She's also on podcasts like Queer and Pleasant Strangers and the Jimquisition. And then finally you at Rargolicious. PayPal's in the Twitter bio, yeah?
Yeah. Good speed run. I'm so proud of you.
I did it. And now we're on to executive producers for May 2019. Can I get it? Can I get one? It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Is that your best one?
I was trying to sound like in sync, so probably.
I was just trying to.
You try it, bitch.
I'm too white. I know they're all white. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Executive producers for May 2019. A Bozog blew my cover 4. Now they drill to the planet's core.
I wish all action movies had to rhyme. A huggable cactus.
A werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Aaron Palavin.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Oh no. Aftershock conduit of Austin 2 next deep in his Epcot date.
I don't know why the Epcot thing caught on at the listeners. I've told plenty of stories about getting caught having sex at Busch Gardens, at Disney. The Epcot one, I didn't even get caught. It's not as good as a story, but whatever. Aki Savalainen.
Albert West.
Aaliyah.
Alex Vipra.
Amanda Sternad.
An otter chewing on your couch because you left. That's fair.
He miss you.
He is what he deserves.
Oh no, Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Fett.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's not fair because I've seen Andrew call us out on Twitter.
Yeah, we get owned from every angle.
Andrew Fedye? Who knows? Conduit of seeing footage, staying noited itself.
I've seen footage, I stay noited. You know the death grips. Don't pretend like you don't know death grips.
I do know death grips.
Andrew Grothin.
Andy Harkins.
Anime Jesus.
Anna,
Conduit of Procrastination.
Anthony, Patron Adora.
Arachnival, Keeper of the Credit Prison and Sentinel of Justice. Fear Me. That's secret character from season 3.
Arja Limite.
Arjun de Koning.
Ash, conduit of Lauren's weed titty.
Now, what's a weed titty? I understand titty weed when you hide the weed in your titty. That's titty weed. But what's a weed titty?
It's the same as when I store my vape in my cleavage. It keeps it upright, easy for smoking.
But those could be weed titties, but just one? Never mind, I don't want to know. Austin Star Warski. Last Jedi slapped.
Austin Yorsky, conduit of Good Boy Itself.
I try. Ava, conduit of Burbs.
Backwards of Conduit, Sparkle.
BJ, conduit of miniature giant space hamsters.
B-Ray Echo.
Benedict Cumbersnatch, conduit of Cuke Thievery.
Oh, I love it.
That's a very extreme.
Big fan of space, both outer and personal.
Big Sam over here. Billy Bob, big boisterous baby boy.
Blue 6.
I was gonna say bonus, or it could be bonus. Bones.
Bones.
So you get 4 different readings for free there. Bonus.
Bones.
The bonus.
Brady, conduit of failed murder.
Keep failing. Brent. Goatley.
Brett.
Doesn't quite match up. Callum, Rooty Tooty Booty Switchy Boy Turner. I crushed that one.
That was so good. Can Master Rink get a hell yeah? Yes. Love you, fools.
Candace, listen to Dice Funk Starling. If any audience doesn't need that advertisement, it's the one that just heard it.
Carriage one with a hard C like in cake. Thanks.
Charlie Chocolate, conduit of DMing Lauren too many cat pics on Twitter. She does enjoy them.
The limit does not exist. Chris, is it too late for April Fooling? Walling?
Yes, actually it is now. Christopher Charlow.
Chunk Funk wants the funk dunk.
Chunks. I always want the chunks. Or the chunks.
Cody Jackson.
Chunks.
Coho Blast.
Oh no, she's gonna get away from me again. Corum, conduit of Markov, Gloria's favorite son.
Cormac, conduit of MC Carbs.
Counterfifth.
Ciara Saldana, prophet of RNGesus.
Q, I appreciate you. Yes, you. Cumber.
Oh.
You think we're laughing at the Cumber, which is very enjoyable, but Lauren just saw the next one.
No, I was remembering the Cumber debacle from last month.
Oh no, the debacle keeps on rolling. Lauren, read the next one.
Daddy Yorsky, take me to Epcot.
I wish Chris was here to read that one. You know what I mean?
Oh, because you guys are in love.
Yeah. Dandy Snuff. Wait, hold on. That's a very Victorian villain name.
It is.
I am
Daria,
the Dandy Snuff.
conduit of pizza.
One more time?
Daria, conduit of pizza.
Yelling at me.
I
Dawning
love to
Frost.
yell. Delilah Coffin, the spider god incarnate.
Terrifying. Dennis Bankston.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Devin, conduit of evolution.
Donald Bunker.
Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Dr. Chow.
Dr. Goatman.
Dr. Asics.
Dr. Squidcap, or how I learned to stop worrying and love the funk.
So many PhDs.
Yeah, another addition to the Doctor Corps.
Dragon in the server room.
Dregg versus Pangolin.
Uh-oh.
Battle for the ages.
Dylan and Rilton the dog listening on a lazy Sunday morning, also dishes.
Dylan, conduit of skeleton booty. They don't got the booty, though.
Ebrand. Epcot finger-licking fun ride.
Oh my god, guys.
Because you're like, I'm not horny, I'm just a baby.
You don't have to be horny to give something. Never mind. Einar J. Pet alpacas.
Hell yeah. Ecorin.
Elderbrain, conduit of gooey goo, chewing, dala bala hala walla walla
You
koala.
always get stuck with that one.
Crushed it.
Elder dog.
Elderly goose, conduit of impromptu rapping. Oh, okay, sorry. I was supposed to do the hand gesture as well. I'll do my Eminem impression. Next time.
Eleanor Nonantes Periton. Alyssa Niseska. Elisa?
Elizabeth Jackalope.
Emma, moose is neither snack nor guinea pig. All right. Rat?
The mystery continues. Also, Jackalope's like the one cryptid we haven't used this season.
Oh,
Keep it in mind. Emma Morant.
Indigo Vandane.
Error. And then the Microsoft JScript compilation error. Please contact Bob. Does someone need help with their PC? Is this their... Never mind.
Have you tried turning it on and turning it back off again?
Erwin Le Lagadec.
Extellaris.
Fabian got that dank.
Give it to me. Florian H.
Francois V.
Frank Sands.
Goblin King Mike, conduit of nasty guys.
Grimlock.
Guinevere Cummings.
Guys, this has been a great season. Isaac, conduit of Gabba Gabba Gabba.
Gabba, 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 gabba. Halfthor Grunders, or should do it in a voice. Halfthor Grunderson, first of his name, born of fire and brimstone redeemer. Ran out of.
And then he got chloroformed.
Harley Astor.
Harrison Andrew.
Harry, conduit of ambiguous gender.
Hedron Master.
Him's penis broke for him's penis tore. Jerry F.
Hi, Jerry.
Fix the penis.
How do I make friend? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
I almost got Jorgen Indy Weinwick Ford's name right this time. No, I
Damn.
didn't. Definitely didn't.
Calling us out. Ian Morgan.
Ingmar Gremmen.
Ink Drop, conduit of ooze and dummy thick ass claps.
That's the final boss of the next season.
Oh no.
Isaac, conduit of Fish Shark Marketing.
Eve Elysian. Well, have fun with the next one, bitch.
It's an unpronounceable string of characters. Your turn.
I hate you. James Neely. Jamie 0.2 of Fragmentary Damage.
That's a Kingdom Hearts joke. I see you, Jamie. Janiac, conduit of Ensnare Me, Tentacle Daddy.
I'm so glad I made you read that one.
Oh, I see what you did. Okay, you did two in a row.
Jared, conduit of, well, actually, mansplaining. Jared.
I don't care. I'll say, ensnare me, tentacle daddy, all day long. I'm getting paid for this. The rules.
Jaspel, conduit of fluffy weasels.
Jay Logan, conduit of queerness itself.
Jayish Wizard, the Wizard of Jay.
Jealous Goddess cosplay.
Jeff Clark.
Jen.
Jess.
John Kerry.
John Potts.
John Barnett.
Joseph Tombrello.
Josie, conduit of magic systems holding hands. I like the
Two-Man
meme.
Jack. I don't care about your commentary.
That's what they love. They love my comments.
I'm just kidding.
Julian Phillips, conduit of fake movement.
Just not Joan or Wrench Wench. Those aren't my name.
Okay. Just a jester.
Justin, conduit of those emotionally ruined by this season.
He's too powerful now. Caster UK.
Kate, conduit of recurring regret.
Kiefer Lowe.
I see you, Kate.
Nope. See, now I talked over your commentary.
Oh.
Keith, conduit of Prozac.
Bitch, me too. Caladry as in Bellabry. So Caladry as in Bellabry Goodall. God damn it. As in good hell. So Caladry Goodell, thanks.
If you provide the phonetics, you have to do it. That's the rules. Keller Automat.
Ken, conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
Kevin Dobbins.
Kidney, conduit of obliviousness.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Kaneko fan.
Kitty Foe.
Not thing.
Kodiak and Luke Albuquerque, conduit of good belly rubs. God, that would be a good one.
Corrito Prime.
Christina, conduit of the lawful Bozog barista afterlife itself.
Criterion, conduit of Caleb is my boy.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, president of the Drop Goodwood fan club.
The elections were fierce this year. Lana Seawolf, Lady of Bones.
Let me see that ass clap. Standing ovation.
Let's stop reading names and banter for a while. Punish me, Skitch.
Lindsay Lohan, what are you doing here?
Lauren Hitchcock's The Birds, all Bozog remake, even human roles, Cates.
Loki, reading Dr. Olivia Adler eulogy. Is moose fish?
Is moose fish? I'm ignoring the very sad part to concentrate on what moose is. Ludovico Limited.
Luke Powers.
Luther, conduit, longtime listener, first time patron. Sorry for my... And they ran out of characters.
I'm assuming
Insolvency?
Insolence?
No one ever says insolence in real life. That's exclusively a villain thing. Your insolence.
M. Joe, or is it Joe?
Joe, the cult of Gorfanax.
Marty the cat planeswalk to give Austin the Cassius plague.
He would. Cats would do that. Matt Lakeets is grateful for Dice Funk and New Century. 2 excellent podcasts.
Matt Luce.
Matthew B. Hare.
Matthew Schultz.
Mauxie. Conduit of
Moxie?
Austin antagonizing Lauren in the credits. Yep.
It's not just the credits.
It's all life, all day.
Maximum Side Boob 3, the mystery of the third nipple.
I may have woken Lauren up with 20 phone calls this morning. May or may not be just Ashley.
Majin.
Melbent.
Melissa Nielsen.
Mel Tyke. Punduit of bad jokes.
Michael Grauman.
Michael Hall.
Midlife Stasis.
Mika from Finland.
Miles Funk, the Dice Punk and Rose, who is not an afterthought.
Morgan Rapp.
Mr. Willie Phoenix, Stephen Lesbian Seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker.
My Valentine is postmodern artist Cy Twombly.
Namita Aniskins. Conduit of Failure itself.
That was actually a conduit someone was used for a player character on one season. If you're in the Discord, we've probably talked about that before. Nathaniel Homan.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nicole Woodruff.
Nice person. No. Sorry. I got distracted by the one underneath this.
I know.
Nina Person.
Oi, Austin, when I eat that ass, should I use a fork and knife?
Do not.
Painful.
Paye Rajberg. I'm so sorry. The fork and knife really got me.
Paul Mullen.
Pixel Fool.
Pocket Sundial.
Preston Bowers.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck. Conduit of large ambitions but poor follow through. Same bitch.
Raccoon Empire does not recognize the notorious possum insurgency. Oh no, politics. Get politics out of these
Oh
credits.
no, the woodland creatures are fighting. Rain Raven.
Random, conduit of Would You Like a Hug?
Yes. Rezumi Yazera.
Robert Dakin.
Robert E. Calf Baker. Make 2020 the year of the Bozog.
S. Kearney, the Trash Dragon. Oh, that's a good dragon variant.
It's really easy to build up your horde. Salad Child.
Salubrious Tim, conduit of safer work Sasha-based fan fiction, alternate
I
histories.
appreciate that. Yeah. AU.
Sean Lyons Burke.
Sean, the host of Funk Dunk Plays.
Simmons, conduit of harder slatty. I don't know, is it pronounced slatty? Because that makes the harder daddy joke. I thought it was slotty because the 2 A's, but they're the toad guys from Planescape.
Oh, okay, because I don't even know what that is.
I explained it to you on the show. Everyone heard it.
I'm bad.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware, check out Embalmed Apple to support a new creator if you... And then it cuts off.
And they ran out of, yeah.
Shocking Link, Yeeter of Nihilism.
Hold on. I was adjusting my leg.
Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Socialism is party cohesion plus Soviet power.
Sphincter Spakenstein.
It's still good. Starlight Glimmer did nothing wrong.
Stefan Latour?
Stefan Lund, conduit of is a dark and stormy trail mix.
Sydney Marsing.
Cyrithus Height for Borderlands 3. Parentheses, Austin's adding this. Sorry about the guy who made it. What a wanger.
Tara, conduit of terrible puns.
Lol. The big gay woobling sound.
What?
I think that's just every word that comes out of your mouth. The big gay woobling sound.
The cast of Dungeons the Gathering.
The ghost of Canadian Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson.
The Had Cells.
The murderous penguin who secretly lives in your sock drawer.
The owl is feeling better now, thank God.
Important update, breaking news. The owl is feeling better now. The Possum Kingdom Liberation Insurgency. That's important, all caps the there, because apparently there's some controversy over the legitimacy of the organization.
The Precursor, which sounds like an ominous movie.
The Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Marietta, Georgia.
You get that one every time.
It's long.
Tim Lutton.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Shiro Kuro, conduit of being back on one's own bullshit. Yeah.
Trace Marsing.
Transient passerby.
Trevor S. Shit, it's last minute. What's a joke?
Shay, Austin touched me in the Epcot and called me Cumberness.
Okay, we're gonna have to form an orderly line inside the Epcot ball. We're gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. Everybody's really into it. Vigor Arnston.
Was it inside the ball?
I don't remember. I think so, because it's like on a ride. It's kind of like a little roller coaster, right?
There's a lot of people on that ride.
That's what skirts are for.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren's like, I've had sex before.
They know. Vigor Arnston.
Victoria Melito, conduit of quietness. Should have done that one
Victoria
quiet.
Valentine, I scream.
Okay, Vinny. Oh, I just still in quiet voice. Look what you've done, Victoria. Vinny, conduit of sleepy bitch disease.
Vizzy Huggles, keep up the great work, y'all.
Wolves in the bathroom.
No!
They get you.
Ziphosaurus.
Yeah.
Zach Crenshaw.
Z23619, conduit of ambiguous number sequences.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar. Conduit of retribution.
That's an NPC. Zun and you. Thanks for playing. Aw.
You're welcome.
Brought to you by listeners like you.
My favorite are monarch caterpillars. Because it looks like they have the little gold. And then when they make their chrysalis, it's like got like little gold like shiny parts. It's wild. Anyways, monarchs are dope. That's the end of my PSA.
Look at these little nerds. Anyway, that's the credits. What do? We did music's in the description.
We already said to follow everyone except for sketch.bandcamp.sketch.bandcamp.com.
All the links are in the description. Podbean, Google Play, YouTube. Like us, comment. Just engage with the content. You know what I'm saying? Web 3.0.
Yeah. Engage with the content. That's what.
Please.
Yes. Give Austin money. He's so sad.
I'm saving up for an Epcot trip, so everybody pitch in.
That's, you know what happens at Epcot.
You're not invited.
But they have great food.
Nope, it's just Chris and Johnny and the listeners.